Hello again. Many of us have had some heavy, perhaps even thundery bursts of rain through today, and there's some more wet weather to come as we go through this evening and overnight for some places, not everywhere though. Currently, we are under the influence of low pressure, which is why there's quite an unsettled theme to things. Now, this low is going to drift away towards the north, but things are still going to be quite changeable as we go through towards the middle part of the week. Notice a brief ridge of high pressure waiting to build in. I'll have more on that in a second. Back to the here and now, and through this evening, most of the showers across many parts of England will die out, and so largely dry across central and eastern parts. Further west, though, a different story. Quite cloudy across parts of western England and into Wales. Also quite a bit of cloud across Northern Ireland, but the cloudiest weather will be across Scotland, and here we also have the heaviest rain, particularly towards the west. Eastern parts staying largely dry, maybe some clearer breaks, but towards the west some high rainfall totals potentially building up, 50, 60, possibly even 70 millimetres over the highest ground. As a result, we could see some disruption. A little bit of flooding is quite possible. Temperature wise, well, it's not going to be a chilly night. Most places holding up in the mid-teens Celsius, but worth bearing in mind where we get the clearer skies continuing across some eastern northeastern parts of England, there could be a few pockets of mist and fog first thing tomorrow morning. Then as we go through the day tomorrow, the rain across western Scotland does push a little bit further eastwards, but it kind of breaks up and eases as it goes. So the heaviest rain really is going to be overnight. Otherwise, and yes, eastern parts of England will start the day bright and sunny and dry, but as we go into the afternoon, it's going to turn increasingly cloudy. There will be some outbreaks of rain pushing through, and some of these bursts of rain could be quite heavy. There could be a bit of thunder mixed in, albeit I'm not expecting it to be as intense or as thundery as the wet weather that we've seen through today for many places. Now, there is going to be more cloud on offer for most, and so although temperatures don't look that much lower than today, it's probably going to feel a touch fresher for many of us. That being said, if you do get any bright or sunny spells in between the showers and in between all that cloud, well, it should still feel pretty warm indeed. Later on as we go through Tuesday evening, still some showery bursts around for many places, but again, a lot of it is going to break up and ease. The exception being across western parts of Scotland, a bit more rain here, and across eastern northeastern England there could be some heavier bursts of rain and a few spots of rain possible elsewhere, but there'll also be a lot of dry weather and some clear skies as well. But again, temperatures similar to this coming night, a touch fresher in some places perhaps, but most places holding up in the mid-teens Celsius once more. Then as we go through Wednesday, it's across eastern parts of England where we have the risk of some heavier rain really. Some of this mainly towards the North Sea, but it could push a bit further in. And also across southern parts of England, some southern counties likely to see some fairly heavy showers developing as we go through the afternoon. Elsewhere, apart from the odd showery burst, it's looking a fair bit drier than across those zones that I've just mentioned. Again, not a huge amount of sunshine, but if you do get any brighter breaks, feeling warm enough, but those temperatures, well, they are down a few degrees compared to the weekend and compared to how we started the week, and they're near normal for the time of year, but there is some warmer weather back on the way. We're going to see temperatures rising again as we go towards the end of the week. That's because we do have a ridge of high pressure. I mentioned it briefly at the start. That's going to settle our weather down for many as we go through Thursday into Friday. There is a weak front trying to push its way across the country, but as it hits that ridge of high pressure, well, it's largely going to fizzle out. So there may just be a bit of rain, particularly towards the northwest, but most of us will avoid this, have a drier end to the week, and with that, like I say, turning a bit hotter as well. For more information about what we can expect through this week, well, why don't you check out the Week Ahead forecast with Aidan, available on both our YouTube channel and also Spotify. See you later.